So that's why I wanted to do something where I can go back and commit to doing like, preparing my food.
Yeah.
Prepping just like simple meals to eat for tomorrow. That actually really helped me to be more productive afterwards.
Yeah, it's an additional thing to your like mundane routine.
Oh my gosh,
Like,
yeah.
If
It's
not,
like
everything will be repetitive.
you have something to look forward to at night. So
Yeah.
instead of coming back home, I went straight to my room and just play phone. So right now I do think like, later at 9 p.m. at least I need to prepare this for breakfast
Yes,
tomorrow. What do I want to bring to office tomorrow?
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the GRADUAN Go podcast. My name is Mia, and today we have two ladies from Team GRADUAN with me. And let me just introduce themselves to you guys. So from there we have
Jiha.
And Jiha is back on GRADUAN Go podcast for
Yes.
the third,
2025, I think fourth.
fourth
The last-
episode.
Yeah, the last podcast I did with you guys was the one yang Merdeka.
Oh yeah, so that was her last episode with us. So how does it feel being back on the podcast?
Starting the new year with yapping, so I think it's nice. So today we have another new friend joining us,
Yeah.
Anissa.
So Anissa, you want to introduce yourself?
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Anissa, and fun fact, this is my first time on GRADUAN Go podcast.
Yeah, because she is kind of the baby of the company because she just joined us recently.
Until the maknae of GRADUAN.
Oh, okay, yeah. But Jiha is still the youngest here. But welcome, Anissa.
Thank you.
How do you feel about being on the podcast?
I feel excited. This is actually one of my bucket lists this year.
All right, so we can take that off.
Yes, definitely.
All right, so thanks for introducing you guys. And today we'll be talking about a topic that I think a lot of us can relate to. Whether you're a student or you're already working, I'm pretty sure you've experienced this before. So we'll be discussing about brain fog.
Okay.
So we just want to talk about what's a brain fog actually, and if you've experienced it, I just want to know how you overcome it. So I learned that brain fog isn't an actual like medical condition. It's just like it's a term that people use to describe when their brain feels foggy.
Overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some of the symptoms that come with it are like if you feel like you can't focus, you feel forgetful, and maybe sometimes you can't think clearly, so you have like a slow thought process and reaction time. Whenever you're experiencing all that, it means you're probably having a brain fog.
Brain fog.
Yeah, so what do you guys think a brain fog is?
I think honestly, it's like my mind is a city,
Mm-hmm.
and then just suddenly I have to face like the haze. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I cannot see anything. Like suddenly I have to stop.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Foggy, right?
Foggy, yeah, definitely.
Foggy, and sometimes like your world seems like to stop for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Literally, you can do anything. You can even
Yeah.
think of anything.
Yeah. So based on that, I'm pretty sure you guys have experienced it before,
Oh my
right?
god, yes.
Yeah. So I just want to know when you have these brain fogs, right? When do you usually notice that it's affecting you the most? Like for me, for instance, I probably feel it the most when I'm back from lunch, especially when I had a big lunch. That's when I
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but it happens every time.
Understand.
When do you think it affects you the most?
Honestly, it varies. Depends on the
Ah.
days. Like some days that I don't get enough sleep, then the mornings will
Oh,
be
okay,
the time
definitely. Yeah, that
I would
too.
get brain fog. But there are times where if I accidentally had like a heavy lunch,
Yeah.
like more rice than usual, accidentally,
Real.
yeah. Then you usually see me sometimes zoning out after lunch, and also sometimes during the night as well, especially if let's say it gets overwhelmed
Throughout the day.
throughout the day. Then at night sometimes I just sit down and not do anything, just look.
You
at
just zone out.
just zone out, you know. How about you, Jiha?
I think brain fog happens a lot to me when I just had a long tiring day. So when I came back home, I'm just like, I can't function myself, and I just want some time off for myself. So I think that's how brain fog actually does to me. Yeah.
Does it happen to you often, do you think?
I think so, especially weekdays after you came back home from work.
Yeah,
Everything just feels like it's like it feels nice to be at home, but at the same time, when the brain fog attacks, it's like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm being honest, I was just experiencing brain fog just now.
Just now.
But I feel like it's because, okay, today is a Thursday, okay? I feel
Okay.
like we're reaching the end of the week and
Mhm.
we've had a lot going on in the workplace.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think like my brain today, it was just like, yeah, you're a little bit tired today. Hopefully
Yeah.
we survive tomorrow though.
Let's hope. It's a Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. Because just now I did feel like I was doing my work as usual, day-to-day tasks. And there was this one moment I was like, there's something I need to do, but I can't remember what.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I felt just now. So I was thinking, yeah, I'm experiencing brain fog.
Even though like every day coming to office, I will like writing all my task list for the day, but then I just don't know where to start. Things like that. I think that's such brain fog could
Yeah,
do
I
to
think it's
someone.
pretty
Even though you
common.
have a long task list of your work, but you don't
Yeah.
even know where to start.
Exactly.
Which one to
Yeah.
start? Yeah.
Definitely.
Do you think that's because maybe you did like tiring activities the day before?
I think it's just because of my fatigue.
Your
That's the
yeah.
most second thing that I
Yeah.
think. How does it affect
So
my brain
lack
fog throughout
of
the day?
rest, maybe
Lack
lack,
of
sleep.
rest.
I think mine is lack of sleep.
Okay.
Hmm.
Alright.
Okay, how about you, Anissa?
Like for me, because previously being the COVID survivor for my
Oh,
degree,
okay.
so I can say that my sleeping schedule is very messed up, and it affected me up until today. So definitely lack of sleep is
One
one
of the
case, one of
reason.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not that you don't want to sleep late. You
Yeah.
try to sleep late, but you're already in bed, but your eyes are just wide awake.
Oh no.
Right, your brain is just still awake because you're used to it back then. So that's one thing for me. And
Yeah.
also I used to eat a lot of junk food.
Yeah, I think junk food also
Yeah.
affects the way you think sometimes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like spicy food, the trending food, the dalgona candy trend back then during COVID.
They're good, they're
Yeah,
good. But I
yeah.
don't think it's good for you to eat a lot of them in
Yeah.
one sitting, especially.
Yes, definitely. And those things really, really slowed me down.
Yeah.
I think to do like a lot of activities in the day, it really, really, I would say brain fog happens almost every single hour back then. That's how bad it was
yeah.
for me.
Maybe
Yeah.
because you didn't have like a proper routine as well.
Yeah, yeah.
When you're like indoors all the time.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because
Right.
every day also we are just doing the same thing. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that's one
yeah.
of the thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. So, I just want to know, since we've talked about like what usually triggers our brain
Brain fog.
fogs, right? So, have you found like any strategies or like remedies for you to manage your brain fogs? Like for me, I feel like whenever I'm experiencing brain fog, like I said just now, like I was just sitting there about to do my work and I was just like, wait, I knew what I was gonna do, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when I try to backtrack. I check on my list again. I'm like, yeah, let's start from like maybe the most urgent tasks to like maybe the least urgent ones, so I can put everything in order. So
Yeah.
I know where to start from there. So that's
Yeah.
what I usually do.
Okay.
And then besides that, like I said, when I have like heavy meals or like when I'm eating junk food, I just like remind myself that, okay, you know what, today will be a long day for me at work. I need to take care of what I eat so that
Yes.
it doesn't slow me down.
Yes.
Yeah, so
yes.
that's what I would do if I know like I'm like there are things for me to attend and I really need to take care of myself.
Yes.
So how
I
about you
think-
guys?
Yeah, to add to that, right? Because I noticed before turning sadly 26 this year, I
Oh.
think I realized that my day-to-day schedule, one, is unhealthy and it's become like a habit.
Yes.
So in a way, like the routine itself is already repetitive and not healthy. So I think that's why brain fog often happens to me. So what I did, first of all, is just to fix my routine.
Yeah.
To not make it feel like it's the same thing every day.
Definitely.
So it starts by just, taking the good amount of sleep that you need every night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know it's cliche, but trust me, once you get that a good amount
Amount is sleep.
hours
The
of
next day you
Yeah.
wake up, you feel like
Yeah.
a complete different person.
just
I
become-
wanna vouch
Yeah.
as well, because lack of sleep really does like affect your like thinking. Because for
Yes.
me, like if I sleep late the night before, knowing that I have work the next day, I would not be able to
You'd be
function.
gone,
If I sleep at
yeah.
like 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Oh my
So
gosh.
please get enough sleep if you know you're
Yes.
going to be busy the next day.
Yes, and not only that, but because I mentioned about food, right? So another fun fact actually, I've started meal prepping.
Oh, yeah.
We started, sorry.
I'm a witness. Don't know if I'm going to join, but good for them.
Yeah, so the thing about meal prepping for me is not just because I want to lose weight or I just want to eat healthy. Actually, it's for me to find something to do after work. Yeah, because sometimes after work, right, because you're so tired during the day, so after work you tend to just sleep and not do much.
Rotting in bed.
Rotting in bed, which I think is not really good for your own mental health and also body. So that's why I wanted to do something where I can go back and commit to doing like, preparing my food.
Yeah.
Prepping just like simple meals
Yeah.
to eat for tomorrow. That actually really helped me to be more productive afterwards.
Yeah,
you know?
and it's an additional thing to your like mundane routine.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Like,
yeah.
If
It's
not,
like
everything will be repetitive.
You have something to look forward to at night. So
Yeah.
instead of coming back home, I went straight to my room and just play phone. So right now I do think like, later at 9 p.m. at least I need to prepare this for breakfast
Yes,
tomorrow. What do I want to bring to office tomorrow? And then right now I keep texting Anissa every night like, what are you bringing tomorrow to the office? Mine is this. See you tomorrow.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so nice.
Yeah, that's the fun part about having something to look forward to. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to necessarily be just meal prepping. It can be like joining any like classes, like maybe Pilates, which is very famous now.
Yeah.
Gym and everything. So that's that. But what
Yeah.
about you, Jiha? Aside from just meal prepping.
I think I just want to go out more, touch some grass.
Oh, okay.
Because like I mentioned during my previous podcast, I talk about stay healthy, living a good lifestyle, but then you just stop. I don't know why.
What happened?
Don't ask me. I don't know why. So like new year, new thing. I want to try to do it again. So yes, now I have a friend. I hope
Yeah.
it goes well for the year.
So
All
far,
right. That's great for you guys.
Yeah,
for
we need
me,
to go
I'm
out
still
more.
just I don't have time for meal prepping because in my case, I added working out in my routine, definitely
Nice.
continuing what I did from last year. Because I think last year I was running, I was doing Pilates, and then this year I'm just trying to work out more. Yeah, so I'm just keeping my momentum there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think talking about brain fog itself, it consumes your mental health and it relates a lot with mental health. So I think exercise, being outside,
Definitely, yeah.
staying outdoor instead of indoor is one of the easiest thing to do.
I feel like if
Yeah.
you're just sitting at home with
Yeah.
like nothing to do, for me it's not good.
It's
Yes.
suffocating. That's the word.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
it
it's
does make your
suffocating.
brain feel foggy because it's like
Yeah.
you're scrolling through your phone. Maybe you just got home at like, say 7 or 8, so you're scrolling through your phone because you have nothing to do. Suddenly
Yeah.
it's like 11.
Yes.
Where did all
Yeah.
that time go?
What did I
Oh my
do
God.
with all the 24
And
hours
you're
in
just
a
brain
day?
rotting
Oh
on
my
like
God, yeah.
Instagram Reels or like TikTok.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I send you like 60 TikToks a day.
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
I haven't even opened today.
Don't follow her.
Please.
don't do that. So adding a routine to your daily tasks helps with managing brain fog.
Yes.
And any other strategies do you think helps with brain fog? So there's like you write down your daily tasks and
Yeah.
having a healthy routine. Also taking care of your sleep, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Taking care of yourself the first thing, I think.
Yeah, that's the main part. I
And
think that's
then
the cause.
like pre-plan your day or even your week throughout the week. Like, okay, tomorrow what do I want to do? This weekend what do I want to do?
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
having something to look forward to every day helps.
Mm.
So it's like you know what you want to do next instead of like having a time where you're just like, you're just zoning out,
Yeah.
not having anything to think about, not having anything to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I do want to add one more though. Some people might find it difficult to find something to do every week because in their mind, like, I have to like maybe plan out to go out and do something or an activity. Actually, it can start very small by just being as simple as planning your outfit for the week.
Exactly,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. These things can actually foster the habit to start planning things. Because
Yeah.
to start doing, like some people who don't know what to do in their daily life, especially people who are super introverted,
Yeah.
they don't really know what to plan. So they can start by something simple as, okay, maybe I can plan out what shoe color I want to wear every day for the week. then it will help them to, you know, progressively start doing
I feel like
bigger
that's
things.
a fun way to start.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can just start small with like little plans for the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So next, I just want to ask if brain fog has impacted your productivity or your relationships with other people. For me, I feel like there are times I'm going through a brain fog where I'm just there not thinking about anything, just minding my own business at home, right?
Yeah.
You know how when people text you and then you just read their messages just to get rid of the notification and then never come back to
Oh my
them?
God.
Never reply.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just
So me.
intentionally not to reply them just
Yes.
because we just think that I can't function myself right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I wanna
I'm
like
trying to avoid any conversation. So that silence, I mean like those text messages that I didn't reply was just intended.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I truly understand that part because, well, to all of my friends out there, I'm so sorry. I was a serial text ghoster.
no.
And
Yeah.
we are with our phones every time. So
Yeah.
whenever I'm not replying to you guys, blaming my brain fog.
Yeah, honestly, because you just
yeah.
want to rest sometimes. So when you
Okay.
get messages that you have to think about, you know, how to answer them, sometimes you just feel so tired that your brain just wants to shut down.
Definitely.
But I
Yeah.
hate doing that to anyone.
Yes.
Because I
Actually,
think
yeah.
that is one of my toxic traits. Because I'm so sorry, my bad, because I have this such thing in myself that I need to ignore you guys. I'm so sorry. That's not you. That's me.
Yes.
So trying to fix that. So we'll see.
That's why we're here talking about how we can overcome brain
Yeah.
fog, right? Because I
Yes.
do feel bad about it as well.
Same.
Like it happens for me. It doesn't happen a lot of times because, like Jiha said, I can relate. I hate doing that to people. I hate not replying to the people who want to talk to me. So
It's like we do realize it's bad.
Yeah.
We do realize that it's
but
our
sometimes you
toxic
can't
trait,
help
but
yourself.
yeah, we
Yeah.
just don't know how to fix it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Correct.
I wish I knew.
Yes.
Yeah. So it does affect some relationships when you're experiencing brain fog, but also when in terms of productivity, obviously at work you get
Of
a
course.
little slow.
Yes.
Like you don't know where to start, and then when you're working, especially as a creative, I'm pretty sure you both can relate to this.
Oh
Like
my gosh.
we write content, we like design. Maybe you do PowerPoint slides, right?
PowerPoints, yeah.
Sometimes you get stuck, and then
Yes.
you just don't know how to move forward from there.
Just that
Sometimes you
creative
know
block.
you can do it better, but
Mm.
just for the sake of chasing the deadlines, you just do the bare minimum.
Correct.
Well, you know yourself, you can actually do better than that.
Exactly.
Correct.
I know I
Yeah.
can. It's just my brain fog.
Yeah, like you can't think.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is the best I can give you right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I promise you I'm better than this.
I mean, to add also, brain fog also causes a lot of creative block for me,
Yes.
especially when it comes to like coming up with new things to, you know, engage with people and talk to people. And nowadays, people really want to be creative with how you can actually connect with them. Sometimes when you get the creative block, honestly, I have to blame the brain fog in my mind.
And it's
Yeah.
frustrating
Super frustrating.
It's really
actually.
frustrating.
Yeah.
I feel that.
because it limits you to try your best and do your best
Yeah.
to show it to people. It's like a boundaries and
Yeah.
limitations.
Because we know our potential.
yeah, I
right?
know my potential. Like to
Yeah.
everything I know I have potential in it, but sometimes I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so since we did mention that brain fog is actually like related to one's mental health,
Yes.
do you think sometimes it gets downplayed and like we get misunderstood for having brain fog?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's such a pity for people who struggle with brain fog because you see, okay, first, for example, you just look at their LinkedIn, they're like a really good student, smart,
Profile.
active, and everything. But then, let's say if you just met that person at work for a meeting or anything, and then just so happens that you're experiencing brain fog,
Yeah.
then suddenly your performance is super low, and then you get feedbacks from people that they told you that, oh, I don't think she's a good candidate just because
Oh,
she
yeah.
experienced the brain fog during that particular moment.
Well, actually he is.
yes.
Sometimes when I did myself like I show less performance to anyone, and then when I realize that, I wish like please give me one more chance.
Yeah, which is very sad actually.
But I feel like it's really good that you speak up about it and you are aware of your own condition, because I do think brain fog should not be downplayed or
Yeah.
like you get misunderstood, but you also need to know that it's something that you have to work on.
Definitely.
Like you can't like purposely maybe underperform and then blame it on your condition. So it's okay for you to have certain moments where you don't feel like you can perform your best, but it's also important for you to figure out how to
Yeah.
overcome that.
It takes
Yeah.
two to tango lah.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
hope people know whenever someone face the brain fog, but at the same time, as ourselves personally, we should know something how to fix it as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, well, from my own personal experience, I actually know that my lifestyle is not okay for a very long period of time, I would say. But I just choose to like ignore it, thinking that I would adapt to it. But who knew that it would actually bite me in the back now that I'm 26? Because a lot of things happen from my skin. Like for girls out there who, like to take care of their skin,
Yeah.
please take a good amount of rest because you will be having permanent eye bags if you don't.
Yeah, and it's so hard to get rid of them.
Yes, so hard.
Prevention is always better
Better than
cure.
cure.
Correct.
Yeah. So I think we're reaching the end of the podcast.
Yes.
Let's maybe share a piece of advice for those who maybe are experiencing brain fogs.
Okay.
I think it is important for you to realize it earlier. So, for example, like myself, like I said, brain fog has made myself facing a lot of limitations because when I was younger, I know I have this potential. I know I can join this. I know I can perform this very well. But because of those such things happening to me, I just stayed there and I had rather be a regular person. So I don't want that.
Yeah.
Because I know I have a potential to be better like my friends, even the best. I know I can do it, but because of these things, I just macam, you lock up yourself instead of you pushing yourself at your best to do your best, but instead I just macam, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Instead of you nak jadi 10 over 10, but I'm here just, it's okay to be 5 over 10.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that realizing that I'm 25. If you ask me, I do have some regrets because like why did I ever do it to myself?
Yeah. Why did you lose to brain fog and
Yeah.
let yourself believe that
Oh my
you
God, so
are
sad,
not
actually.
No.
Personally, it's so
Okay,
sad
so,
because
okay.
right now I'm 25, so to start over again, maybe it's too late for something.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's
It's
never too
not
late for
actually.
something.
Okay, so this is a piece of advice for people who are maybe having a complex like Jiha. So don't let brain fog define who you are. Okay?
Correct.
You are so much better than.
Be better than me.
Yeah, you are so much better than this condition that you experience. Maybe not frequently. Sometimes everyone experiences brain fogs. Every creative, every maybe even managers at their level also experience it. So if you feel like you're underperforming, it's okay, move forward, but remember to do better from
Right.
when you feel like you weren't doing your best.
Yeah.
Also, I wish during my time, there's a lot of awareness about brain fog, so we can figure it out and just
Yeah,
do some
actually.
reflections.
Yeah.
Because right now, whenever we had brain fogs, and then we're gonna take a moment
Yeah.
and okay, why this happening? I don't remember I did such thing the last time when I was younger. So it's good
It's
for you
true.
guys because this thing quite macam try
People are
to be
exposed to
highlighted.
this now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how about you, Nisa?
So for me myself, I think I can summarize it like an advice in 2 points. The first point would be once you know your body is trying to tell you something, please listen to it. Because sometimes your mind and your body tries to give you signals whether or not you're doing well or not. So just please listen to it and be kinder to yourself, I would say. Don't push yourself too much. Sometimes life, not everything is worth giving like 100%
Yeah.
to it, especially if it does not give anything back, right?
Yeah.
So another point that I would give also is when it comes to trying to change a habit, trying to change a lifestyle, right? I guess don't push yourself too much to try and change 360
In a blink
straight
of
away
an
in a
eye.
blink of an yeah, correct. Because right, I think the best way that I can give is I'm not sure if I'm correct. I might be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But have you guys heard of the 30-90 method?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So it can start as simple as, let's say if you're not used to making your bed every morning,
Yeah.
you can just start by doing that, for 30 days, repetitively doing it.
It becomes a habit.
Yes, and it becomes a habit. 30 days to make it as a habit and 90 days as a lifestyle.
And then it will start to be forever.
Yes, correct. It's
Yeah.
really something as simple as that. So, honestly, brain fog affects everybody, but how you deal with it really differentiates, So, the best thing I can say out there is take it one step at a time.
Embrace it.
Yes.
Yes.
Embrace
Yeah.
it as well.
Yeah, from me as well, I would like to say the same thing. Maybe when you're experiencing brain fogs, it's just your body telling you that you need a break. So it's okay to take breaks sometimes. I swear, like Anissa said,
Yeah.
you don't have to push yourself too much.
Correct.
But always bear in mind that you can be better.
Yes.
And I guess that's all for our podcast today. It was a nice discussion with you guys. Thank you
Yep.
again for joining
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you
Mia.
for having us.
Yeah, and all the best to you guys out there. See you on the next episode.
Bye.